So today we need to talk about the lizard. Yes, I'm talking about the Chara lizard. As everybody knows, has been in Pokemon for a while. The second set of whatever gen that is, it would always be a Charizard set. This time we got Phantasmal Flame, or better known as the Charizard set. Even though we should have gotten a Gengar, it looks like, I don't know, there's conspiracy theories that they might have pulled the Gengar back because they knew it was going to be too hot. But who knows? But let's just jump right into this. This set has gone crazy, even though people did not believe in it. It is now making people believe in the lizard could carry things. Now, if we jump over to TCG Player, we're going to be seeing the Phantasmal Flame booster boxes are going for 414 plus shipping and handling tax at a market price of 410. We're seeing sales happening around the times of like 400, 300, almost close to 400. The most expensive one was 419, but we're seeing sales above like average like 415 and things like that, which is insane for a Charizard set that doesn't have much of a chase other than the Char Lizard. And a lot of people kind of speculated and actually thought that this was going to be uh, a bust of a set because it was a Charizard or bust type of a set. But Charizard's pulling through, and my boy's just like in the anime. He's showing that he could come and pull the set through. Even though a lot of people didn't believe in that because of Champion's Path, that's kind of how it was. And I believe Shining Fates also had a Charizard chase, but that didn't go so well. Now, if we come over to the PC ETB side, we're seeing that these things are now marketed price 300, which is crazy to think. People seeing these prices for the booster box was like, there's no way that's gonna hold up, and now we're seeing it at that amount of price. Now, lowest listed is 312, which if we go over here to TCG data, we're seeing sales. There was only one sale under 300, which was 269. I wonder if it had a rip, because when it comes to ETBs, especially Pokemon Center ETBs, they're not well distributed. Now, I will go on the record saying that I didn't believe on the Pokemon Center ETB, even though the art on the box was amazing. And yes, I managed to hit the Pokemon Center drop with the 2 ETBs and the booster box. That's the booster box that you just saw. But I did not believe in the Pokemon Center ETB because of that Charcadet, I think his name is. I can't remember. That promo, I was like, ugh, yeah, I'm not digging that promo. I don't like it, and I'm biting my tongue now because I sold these for like close to 200 each, and now they're nearing like $300. Which is crazy to think. I would have been sitting pretty on 600 right now. Anyway, moving on to the regular ETBs. I remember when I saw this on my LGS for $75, and I was like, dude. Again, if I didn't believe in the PCETB, I was not believing on this. And now it's nearing 122 for a regular ETB. Almost as much, almost as much as the Ascended Heroes ETBs. They're nearing like 130 now or something like that. Which is crazy for a main set. ETB. It's almost like the Destined Rivals ETB. That thing is like 200 right now. Dude, if you would have invested on Phantasmal Flames regular ETV, you would have probably made more profit than buying Prismatic Evolution regular ETBs. And I'm talking about profit, like in regards to how much you spend compared to how much you got back. That is if you got in an MSRP or even in market price, which was like 75 at the time. Crazy. Now, if we go over to the booster bundle, which I don't suggest anybody gets booster bundles if this is a main set with the booster box. Yeah, the booster bundles are now market price like $66. Dude, I remember when you were able to get this like no problem for like, what was it, like $45? How are they $66? Now, again, I am a firm believer that booster bundles are a good long-term hold for sets like specialty sets, just because of the fact that in the future, if people want to rip that set, they're gonna booster bundles is something they're gonna be ripping open to be able to chase whatever they're chasing, rather than regular ETBs or PCTBs, because they will be too expensive for the amount of packs that you're getting in there. Just think about that. I like to kind of like use 151 as a reference. $600 for an ETB. Would you really rip that for like, what is it, like 8 packs? Compared to like, or 9 packs, I think it is, compared to like a booster bundle, which is like $200 for 6 packs. It's just things that you got to think about, you know? So again, Phantasmal Flames, maybe this is a pickup for you if you are kind of like, hey man, the booster box is way out of my price range. I'm good. You know, now I don't know if we're gonna get a reprint for Phantasmal Flames. If we are, it's probably gonna be a booster bundle reprint and a sleeve reprint. And I am talking about sleeves. So this is the one thing that I would say on when it comes to main sets. I like to collect the booster boxes and the art set of the sleeves. I like to get at least 2 or 1 art set of the sleeves just because just look at this. It market price $42, which is insane. Insane for a thing that just dropped like what, back in November last year? Hasn't even been 6 months. Has it been 6 months? Probably has been 6 months. Dude, like that's insane. I got this at Best Buy for like $5 after taxes each. So what is it like? I spent like almost like $20, close to $25 for this, and now I'm like almost double my price. Wow, dude, like damn, dude, like that's insane. This is what I always say. A lot of people were passing on these things. They're like, I'm good, I'm good. I was like, nah, bro. I'm getting that art set. I'm getting a couple of these art sets. I would say collect at least 2 to 3 art sets if you can after the booster box, just because of like how well these things do long term. If you don't believe me, look at Evolving Skies, dudes. Those sleeves, and people buy them. People buy the art sets. People like the art. And I knew this art was gonna go hard because not only the art set was gonna have Mega Charizard in it, but it was also gonna have a Mega Gengar on the art set. So I knew long term that was gonna be stellar. Now, if we come over to the singles, my thing about the singles that I see is that this again, this goes like why a lot of people didn't believe in this set. We have a Mega Charizard, you know, which near mint is going for like 900. Anyway, market price is 818. We're seeing sales way above that. Holy cow. Okay, so market price should technically be 850. Okay, we saw one for 812. I know that there was somebody that was like manipulating the price a while ago, and then they were dropping like a bunch of like non-verified sellers were selling it for like 500 each, as we see here. That's why we see that huge dip right there. But in the last 6 months, this card started out like at 700 and it went, and now we're way past that, and which is crazy. And I get it. And this is the reason why I believed in this card so much, because a lot of people were bash trashing. It was like, oh, this, you know, like this set is not gonna do well because the Charizard are a bust, and this Charizard is gonna be so easy. I'm like, dude, nobody is denying that this is the best Charizard we got in ages. And I don't know we're gonna get a Charizard like this or this caliber in a long time to come, because even if we get the Winds and Waves, even if they bring out a new gimmick and we have a new gimmick and they make us a new Charizard card, we don't know if people are gonna receive that new gimmick well. So the fact that this Charizard, and this is why I believe in this Charizard more than anything, because this Charizard is the same color as the shiny Charizard. Then you have Charmander. You have actual Charizard in the background. You have the shiny Charizard color spectrum with blue flames. This, everybody would always tell you this card looks amazing. I was lucky enough to pull this from a collection box, the Pikachu collection box. I can't remember. The one that brings the Pikachu promo and the coin for the 30th anniversary. I pulled this out of it, and it looked rateable. I sent it to PSA. I'm waiting for it to get back. Let's see. I'll tell you guys when I get it back. But this card looks amazing. Now, a lot of people are kind of like, oh, it's too dark. I don't know. I love it. A lot of people that are Charizard fans love this card. And this is literally what's carrying the set. It's making 60% of the set value, you know, when you math it out. And then the next chase is going to be the gold Charizard, which the gold cards have not been taken so well. People don't like the gold cards at all. I'm surprised this thing is at 400, nearly 400. I think market is 345, close to 345. Oh, this one's got pictures. All right, so as you can see here, this is kind of like where I thought it was, at like 250, something like that. So I'm surprised that this gold card is holding up as well as it is, you know. And then if we come over here, it's after that it just drops $30, $30, $25 for the Sharpedo. The Rotom is 20. The Lopunny, Mega Lopunny is $20. Funny enough, I actually pulled that as well. The Meowth is cool. I really like Meowth. Not as a character or not as a Pokemon, but because of this card. Like, you know, you see the game reference in the background. It's pretty cool. I really like that. And then you see it's mostly, it goes from like Charizard to like a cutesy card after that, you know? Like you got the Dugong, you got the Wigglytuff, the Piplup, Ludicolo, that's my boy. Paldea Wonder, you know, these are just things that you got to think about. Now, with that said, if you guys are thinking about investing into Mega Evolution, I don't know, it's up to you. It's your money. I'm not going in. I got 2 booster boxes that I got. One for MSRP and the other one I got for like $200 at my LGS. That's about it. And the reason why I say that is because this has been rolling around and I knew about this and I was trying to get my hands on one of these, but it's hard because people are charging market price for these. But PokeNotify posted a picture and I'm actually glad that they posted pictures right next to it. They posted side-by-side pictures so that can you spot the fake one? People, you know, people are always going to be smart. They're like, of course you can. Look, this one says include the card. Phantasmal Flame doesn't have that. You know what does have that? Mega Evolution. So these are things to look at. A lot of times people just see we see the front, we see Phantasmal Flames in the front and we're like, oh, cool. This is perfect. We look at the condition, like, is there any rips? Is there anything like that? Moving on. And people don't check. And these people are getting really good at faking these things, especially when market of this is like $400. You know, like you got to think about that. Now, obviously, spot the fakes here. It's not hard to spot the fakes. If you see right here, this Pokemon logo, www.pokemon.com, and then compare to this one, you see the difference is very like minuscule, but like, somebody who doesn't know what they're looking at will kind of like go over their heads, you know? And then at the bottom, obviously at the bottom is never going to say the E41, but you got to think about how close they're getting to it. If they fix the Pokemon logo, they take away that includes a promo on it, and they take away this, dude, like you almost got an impeccable box side to side. And it's getting scary out there, guys. It's getting scary. So I would say it almost feels like unless you're getting these things from an LGS or the Pokemon Center itself, private buyers, you might be aware of it, you know? And unless it's a trusted seller, I wouldn't even touch these boxes, to be honest with you. And it sucks because a lot of times you'll get good deals from people that are not even trusted sellers because, you know, they're just trying to offload. They just want to get rid of it. Some of these people are just flippers. So they're like, hey, man, I don't care. I'm getting double my price, you know. Somebody who bought this at MSRP and probably just wants to offload it will probably have no trouble selling it for like $300, $330 or something like that, you know. But now you can't even think like, oh damn, you know. But somebody who knows what they have, right? Is everybody who buys things on Facebook Market. I know what I have. These are things to think about. I mean, I'm not sure. I invested in some Phantasmal Flames. I bought 2. I'm holding long term. At least I'll probably sell one when it's 500 and I'll keep the other one for long term hold. But what are you guys doing? Are you guys buying booster boxes? Are you guys buying PC ETBs? Are you guys buying regular ETBs? Are you investing into bundles? Art sets. I would suggest you do invest into art sets. Don't take my financial advice, but art sets are really easy to find, especially since packs are always out there. And I do see a reprint coming for Phantasmal Flames of booster bundles and of sleeves. I don't know about ETBs. Definitely, I don't know about PC ETBs and booster boxes. I don't know. A non-TCG YouTuber around here was saying something about there was going to be a massive reprint of Phantasmal Flames and Destined Rivals. Like, you were going to see this in Q1. Dude, we're way past Q1. We haven't even seen one. All we're seeing is Prismatic and Prismatic. And that's all we see that Pokemon knows how to print. Prismatic Evolution. And that's all we're going to see for a long time to come. So, I mean, pucker up. Because the moon is the only place we're going with this set if we don't see a reprint of this booster box, especially when people are chasing that Mega Charizard. Again, what do you guys invest in? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you believe in Phantasmal Flames or do you not? Is this a skip for you? Or are you just going to hold on to your money until Celebration's 30th anniversary comes out? Let me know down below. I've been your host, BioLaser, and until next time.